Hello, welcome everyone. I'm Catfish Franklin, and this here is Catfish Corner. And today's story is called Bowling Green. This is a good one. But before I get into that, I would just like to thank you for stopping by here on YouTube. You didn't have to, but you did, so thank you very much. And I would also like to thank my patrons over there on Patreon. Nice, generous people over there. So, today's story, Bowling Green. This is a good one. It's, as far as I can really trace this back, is from Cousin Emmy on her album from 1947, Kentucky Mountain Ballads. And it's really good, but I can't trace it back any farther than that. But it's always been labeled as traditional, and yeah, it's a good one. And she's really interesting, Cousin Emmy. She started playing, and she was on the radio a lot in the late 30s, early 40s, and she was the first woman to win the National Old Time Fiddlers competition in 1935, so that's pretty cool. And she's a heck of a banjo player. And the first time I saw her was on Pete Seeger's Rainbow Quest, possibly the best television show of all time, and it's here on YouTube. And she even did a thing where she played a song where she inflated a balloon, and while it was deflating, she played a song with it, like that. It was awesome. So Cousin Emmy, she is super cool. And then also the Soy sisters are very interesting, prominent recording artists who have done this song. They only made one album. I think they were possibly from New York, two sisters. They were like 17 or something like that when they made this album. And they didn't want to become professional musicians or anything. They just liked the music or whatever. So they made an album, and it is considered by many to be one of the only authentic mountain songs albums that was not made by authentic people, if you know what I mean. That they didn't grow up in that culture. I mean, they were authentic. But you know what I'm saying. So that's pretty interesting. Anyway, we better get on to the song here. I did a recording of it with the Griddle Kids. I said, hey fellas, you mind if I record this in front of your chicken coop? And old Chrisissippi, he says, well, heck, I'll help you out. And Markinsaw too, both of them. They just hopped right in. And sadly, Markinsaw took all this great footage of me and Chrisissippi jamming the tune, but due to being a cretin, my situation with my editing software, well, I had a real problem, so I had to go backwards. And so I just have one, just like I normally do, just one camera angle on this whole thing. But he took some cool stuff, so maybe in the future I might edit that back together and make something cool out of it. But anyway, enough of my yammering. Let's get into Bowling Green here with Chris Powers.
You hear that, Skeeter? Yeah, got it. I wish I was in Bowling Green, sitting in my chair. One arm around my pretty little gal, the other around my dear, the other around my dear. Bowling Green. Oh, good old Bowling Green. If you see that man of mine, tell him once for me. If you love another gal, I will set you free. Yes, I will set you free. Bowling Green. Oh, good old I'm going through this wide old world.
That was Bowling Green. Always fun to have Mississippi with me there on the upright bass. That's a good song. It's a lot of fun. So, anyway, I guess that's it for story time today, folks. I'd just like to thank the Griddle Kids, Mississippi, from Arkansas, and thank you once more. And I guess, well, I'll see you next time.